Greetings from chess.com. It is the birthday of Indian Grandmaster, the Blitz King of Indian chess, R.R.Laxman. I am going to tell you about him and also take you through some of the interesting moments from his games. So he's called as the Blitz King of Indian chess because he is very good at Blitz. He plays a lot of games online, and when I started chess, I saw that he used to play a lot of Blitz events online and offline, and he has a record of playing a great number of games online. So let's get started to know more about him. Both his parents are doctors. He lives in Chennai, and his father nurtured his passion for chess in him. He became a national under 12 champion in 1993, and then he also became national under 25 champion, and then very recently he also won the national Blitz. He's won the national Blitz event twice, once in 2005 and once in 2017. He joined the Integral Coach Factory, that is ICF, part of Railways. He works for them right now, and he has also won a lot of rating events between 2007 and 2009. In fact, I saw him for the first time in the Pottekad Memorial in Kerala, where he won the tournament, and he became a Grandmaster at the age of 26 in August 2009. And he got his GM norms in Dubai Open, Gurgaon Open and Kolkata Open in 2008, 2009. So you can see that that was very consistent. And then one of his best performances of his career came in 2010, where he became the Commonwealth champion. And I must share that he also harbors a special interest in astrology. He has also seen horoscopes of some players and has also given some predictions. And what I have also observed is that when I was traveling with him, he used to carry a book pertaining to astrology. So he does study and has this interest for astrology. There are a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about him. Is that he likes to treat players after the games, especially if he has won a tournament. I have been with him when he has won some events, and he was very kind enough to take me to treat. So he's a very kind human being. And in addition to that, I think it's a good platform to share that he has helped a lot of people in need. So there have been many occasions where he has donated a part of his prize money to people in need. So he has a very benevolent heart, and I am very happy that such people exist in this world. We need people like him in this world. So Lakshman, if you're watching this, happy birthday to you, and very, very great to know that you have been kind to people. So please continue helping people and continue being who you are. Thank you for existing. So I hope that this year is full of joy for you. Now, dear viewers, let's get to his chess side. So I have some games. This position is from his game against Kobalia, where Grandmaster Laxman was black. And here, his opponent played Queen b6. He wants to take this pawn, and Grandmaster Laxman played Rook d8. And after Queen takes a6, he captured the f2 pawn. So he gave the a6 pawn for the f2 pawn, and after King h1, he got his rook to the 7th rank, which is usually considered as the heaven for the rook, with Rook d2. Since the pawn on g2 is attacked, his opponent played Rook to g1. Now, a move like Queen c6 would mean that Rook a5 would hang, because after Rook a5, if you take Rook a5, there is Queen e1, so back rank mate is happening. So in this position, Rook g1 happened after Rook d2, and here Laxman played Rook h5. Actually, he is threatening a mate here. He is threatening Rook takes h2 check, and after King h2, there is Queen h4 mate. So White has to play Queen c8 check, and after King h7, play Queen c3. So that if you take Rook h2, there is King h2, and if you play Queen h4 check, there is Queen h3 that interferes with the Queen check. But Kobalia blundered with pawn to a6, and here Laxman found his chance. What Kobalia saw was the only threat, which was Rook h2, but that's not the only threat in the position. After Rook h2, King h2, Queen h4 check, he was intending to play Queen h3. But Laxman had another idea in mind, which the Grandmaster playing White missed, which is Queen g3, threatening mate on h2. And here, if White plays pawn to h3, there is a nice move that Grandmaster Laxman played. He played pawn to f5, cutting the connection between c8 and h3, interfering the with the connection here. So the theme here is interference, and rook h3 is coming and it's unstoppable. And here Kobalia resigned and Laxman won. So this was a game from 2008. Let me take you through another game. So this was a game between R.R.Laxman and Zia Rahman, a grandmaster from Bangladesh. In this position, after bishop b7, rook takes b7 should have been played, so that after a b7 there is h1 queen. The game is close to a draw, but here Zia Rahman went wrong with knight g3, and after a very nice and cool move, Laxman forced resignation. So after rook h8, Zia Rahman was forced to resign because this is taken care, and a7 a8 is unstoppable, and so he won his game against Zia Rahman. The other game I want to show is the position from his game against Abhijitgupta. I'm coming to this position after b4, knight b7, queen f2. The pawn on b6 is attacked. I think here black could have played knight d6, so that if queen b6 happens, there is knight c4 fork. So knight d6 would have given an equal game, but Grandmaster Abhijitgupta played pawn to c5, and here Laxman played bishop d5. And in this position, Abhijitgupta went wrong with a takes b4. He should have played something like queen h4, so that queen h4, gh4, white cannot take the knight because pawn goes to h3. And you can see even if the queen moves to, let's say, e2, black can then safely put the knight to d6. But in the game after a takes b4, white has c takes b4 and is already winning, because now if black plays queen h4, no, white won't take the pawn on white won't exchange the queen on h4, but will retain the queen and keep pressure on c5. And now knight on b7 has to move, which means that the pawn on c5 will fall. If the pawn on c5 falls, the king will be in danger, and white will also have this pawn going forward. So in this position, Abhijitgupta decided to give up the piece and play for some counter, but that was not enough, and white was able to win. So that was Laxman's great wins over grandmasters. I'm very happy that I got this chance to share about Laxman with all of you. You will definitely find him playing in the tournaments once the OTB board over the board tournaments resume, and I'm also very excited to see him in action. So that was the journey in brief about Grandmaster Laxman. I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, take care viewers. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.